This video will demonstrate how to use your lock and roll weight distribution hitch. It is very important to follow this sequence of operation. Otherwise, you will not get the full benefit of this hitch. The first thing to do is insert a height adjustment channel into your receiver tube on your vehicle. Use lock and roll part number 505 or part number 515 or part number 519. Other brands will work as long as they are strong enough and have a 3-inch wide channel with 2-inch hole spacings. The second step is to make sure your trailer is level and then measure from the ground up to the center of the coupling shaft. Make sure you record this measurement. There is a form that comes with your instructions that makes it very easy to record the measurements and keep them for the next steps. The form can also be found online in the installation PDF. The third step is to bolt part number 601 into the height adjustment channel. Measure from the ground up to the bottom of the slots in part number 601. You want this measurement to be the same as the measurement from the ground up to the coupling shaft on the trailer. A slight adjustment can be made by flipping over the block on part number 601. Before hitching the trailer, pick a spot on the vehicle where it is convenient to measure from the ground up. The top of the adjustable height channel works very well for this. Take that measurement and write it down on the form or any handy surface. Now, jack up the trailer high enough so that part number 601 can be backed up underneath the coupling shaft. Lower the coupling shaft into the slots and let the full weight of the trailer rest on the hitch. The back of your vehicle will drop down. Take a measurement at the same spot as you just measured with the trailer off of the vehicle. Secure the latch plates and raise the back of the vehicle and the trailer back up about 2.5 inches higher than the measurement you took when the vehicle was at rest without the trailer pushing it down. Leave the back of the vehicle and the trailer up where you've got it now until the spring bars are completely in place and tightened. Now it is time to put the spring bar assembly together. Start by putting the spring bars into the spring bar pockets and securing them in place with the indent pins. Next, put the plain flat washer on the Acme bolt and push the Acme bolt up through the bottom of the spring bar. Then put the tensioning bracket on the bolt. Next comes the spherical washer with the convex side facing down, and then one of the 2 Acme nuts that are going to be assembled onto each bolt. Place the spring bar assembly under the trailer tongue. Lift the front of the spring bar assembly and secure it in place with the 7/8 diameter pin. Hook the tensioning brackets over the top of the trailer frame. Position the brackets so that the bolts are straight up and down. Raise the spring bars up by using the Acme bolt and nuts until there is 6 to 8 inches of gap between the trailer frame and the spring bar. If you are compensating for a heavier load, the distance should be closer to 8 inches. Now, bring the head of the 1-inch diameter bolt into contact with the spring bar assembly. Once it is firmly in place, tighten the lock nut. The 1-inch bolt is for adjusting the angle of the springs. It is not to be used to put tension on the springs. It is now time to put tension on the springs with the 5/8 Acme bolts and nuts. A right angle impact wrench will make this much easier. Tighten the bolts until there is a gap of about 3 to 4 inches between the spring bar and the bottom of the trailer frame. It is best to alternate between the two sides and not bring one side up all at once. After you have the correct distance between the spring bar and the trailer frame, tighten the second nut down on the first nut to act as a lock nut. Now, tighten the 1/2-inch bolt to secure the tensioning brackets in place. Now that you have established where they're supposed to be, you can leave them in place. Raise your jack stand back up so the weight of the trailer is back on the vehicle. Take a measurement at the spot you used before and compare this measurement to the measurement of the vehicle without the trailer attached to it. In this example, we have gone from more than a 2-inch sag to only 5/16 of an inch of drop. A drop of 7/8 of an inch is considered acceptable. If the back of the vehicle is higher than it was when it was at rest, take some tension off of the spring bars and measure again. Now attach your safety chains, any electrical connections, and any breakaway cables you may have. To decouple the weight distribution hitch, step 1. Jack the trailer tongue and the rear of the vehicle back up to where you had it when you were installing the spring bars. Step 2. Chock your trailer wheels. Unhook the safety chains and electric connections. Step 3. Loosen the 5/8 Acme nuts, but do not remove them completely from the bolt. Loosen the Acme nuts until it is possible to rotate the 7/8 diameter pin. You may need to move the 1-inch bolt up to remove enough tension for the 7/8 pin to become movable. Step 4. Remove the 7/8 diameter pin or bolt and let the front of the spring bar assembly rest on the ground. Step 5. Jack the trailer weight back down onto the vehicle. Step 6. Remove the 1/2-inch hitch pin and swing the latch plates up and out of the way. Step 7. Jack the trailer back up so the coupling shaft is above the hitch's slots. Step 8. Carefully drive the vehicle away from the trailer. It is recommended that you remove the hitch from the receiver tube, clean the hitch, and grease it. If you will be using the weight distribution hitch anytime soon, you can leave the spring bar attached to the trailer. This is a good time to grease the spring assembly.